Hey Jazz, how's it going? Hang on. Okay, I just put it on there so that I could see you in time. Okay, so first of all, make sure you're watching the right video. The third video, which is quadratic, only has 3 terms, but the first one should have 4 terms and it should be the same. So just make sure you're watching that, but let's go through how to do this first one. So what I always do is I say, okay, well, I'm going to break this into, oops, for some reason my thing isn't writing. I'm going to break this into 2 groups. So I'm going to break it into x squared plus 5x and negative 4x minus 20. So what you can do is you can do the same thing that you do when you're factoring. So we've got, and I'm going to do it over here, so we've got x squared, which breaks into x times x. We've got 5x, which breaks into 5 times x, right? And then I circle the common numbers, or letters, or both. So I've got an x here and I've got an x here. So that is my GCF, right? So then what's left in my first term is x. What's left in my second term is just a positive 5. So if you think about this, Jazz, that's the same thing as what you were doing when you were factoring out your GCF. And, oh, thank you. And so now we've factored out this first one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write for you this x times x plus 5 right next to it. And now we can go ahead and start factoring this second group. So on the second group, I'm going to ignore the signs. Okay, so I'm just going to look at 4x and I'm going to look at 20 because I'm going to get to the signs in a minute. Well, 4 breaks into 2 times 2, and then we have the 1x. 20 breaks into 2 times 10, but 10 breaks down into 2 times 5. So 20, broken down into its prime numbers, is 2 times 2 times 5. So circling the common things, I've got 1, 2 here, 1, 2 there. I've got another 2 here and another 2 here. So if I write what's left, well, first let's write my greatest common factor. So my greatest common factor is I have 2 2's in common. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then if I write what's left in the first term, it's x. And what's left in the second term is just 5. So now I know what I'm going to put up here. The only thing is my signs. So I need it to say x plus 5. And I've got a negative 4 here. So what I've really factored out is actually a negative 4. Okay, and then I've got x plus 5 left. So I know I did it right because I have 2 x plus 5's. I have in this first term an x plus 5 and in this second term an x plus 5. So my final step then is to factor out what both these underlined terms have in common. And I'm going to factor out an x plus 5. And then just like I did before, I'm going to write what's left. So in this first term, if I take out this x plus 5, all that's left is an x. And in the second term, if I take out the x plus 5, all that's left is a minus 4. All right, Jazz. Hopefully this will help you tremendously. I'll be at Gateway on Wednesdays. I'm only there on Wednesdays. Otherwise, I'm here at Central on Mondays and Thursdays. But let me know. We can also do a webinar together where we can talk about it. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this for you.